After passing that threshold, I feel so safe all of a sudden. I think it has something to do with the coffin, the vessel. Ironic that something like that can bring a sense of calmness. There's plenty of room for my outfits. And look, there's already one in here. Must be the one the doctor mentioned. I wonder why he has it in the first place. Strange. Can't imagine the doctor getting much use from this, even back when he was a human. Lovely vanity, though. I should check out the general store for more room decor options. I want to look around more before I go to sleep. That's a nice place to store my keepsakes. Don't you go anywhere, Matilda. I want to look around. The window goes out directly to the main street. Could come in handy now that I can actually fly. It's been a long night. Time for a little rest.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Who is this?
Come over to the window.
Oh, it's only you. You scared me half to death. What do you need?
I have some business from the Countess to discuss with you. Would you kindly invite me in?
The window is already open. Why the formalities?
Have you not read about this in your vampire stories? We can't come into someone else's chambers unless we are invited.
That makes sense. You don't want guests like us to drop by unannounced.
It's a real pain in the ass, if you ask me. Hunting would have been so much easier without technicalities like this. So, will you let me in or not?
Sounds to me like someone is forgetting their manners.
That's not funny, just let me in.
Not without you asking nicely.
Fine. Would you kindly let me in, fair lady?
With pleasure. Please come in, Hussar.
Nice place you got yourself over here. The good doctor must want to keep you comfortable.
The doctor has been very kind.
See, cold calculation, bargaining, even extortion, that I understand. The intentions are clear. Kindness is where I get suspicious.
As cynical as it sounds, I think you might be onto something. I'll keep an eye on him.
Great minds think alike.
In any case, you're not here to discuss human character, are you?
That's very true. Let's cut to the chase. Countess would like you to run a quick errand for her, and if everything goes well, she will be very grateful.
What's the favor?
There's this young couple in town, Evgeny and Anastasia. More importantly, they are related to the new mayor, Savely Skortsov. I think Evgeny is his second nephew or whatnot. No matter. According to our sources, the mayor occasionally stores important documentation in their house. Do you see where I'm going with this?
You don't want me to rob their house, do you?
That's a rather tactless way to put it. Countess would simply like you to retrieve said documentation. Before you say anything, remember that she allowed your conversion to be completed and virtually saved you from death.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Splendid. All you need to do is to befriend Anastasia or Evgeny and get invited into their house. Then you can enter any time and get what you need without them ever finding out.
And how do I know it's them?
He's a hotshot poet, and she is one of those sensitive artistic types. What else? Oh, they are both blondes. I always found that peculiar.
What else can you tell me about Anastasia?
Not much. Although I do often see her going in and out of the church.
You go to church.
Heavens, no. But the roof of it is my favorite spot in town. I'd like to smoke there on occasion.
Where should I look for Evgeny?
Let's see. He is a mediocre poet who, surprise, surprise, enjoys an occasional shot of vodka. I would start your search at Arbin's Literary Salon.
What kind of documents am I looking for?
All I can say to you right now is that you'll know them when you'll see them.
That's not very helpful.
That will have to do.
I think I've got it from here.
Remember, just befriend one of them and get an invitation to their house. This will come in handy when you'll have to hunt, too. I'll check in a few days and see where you're at. Almost forgot. Here's a little something for incidentals.
Thank you.
Enjoy your new life. I'll see you around.
I can't go out there like this. I'm not decent.
What is this?
Mademoiselle Morozova, what a pleasure to have you in my establishment. Let me just say I take pride in knowing my customers. So, what can I do for you today? Would you like a sweet pint of lager? Or the freshest Cabernet you've ever tasted? Perhaps a cheeky game of cards?
Wait a second. I can sense he isn't human. Could it be that a vampire is working here?
Yes?
Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice that you are not quite like the others around here.
Yes, I am what you think I am. Name's Yurgis.
I'm Lisa.
Pleasure. If you're ever in need of Cabernet, let me know. It's actually affordable here, unlike that posh place Arbin runs.
Good evening.
What can I get for you? Always a pleasure.
I used to feel safe inside a church. It's a strange feeling to need an invitation there. Good sermon today?
More or less the same one as always. But then again, people don't usually go to the church expecting plot twists.
Well, at least it's good enough for someone to come more than once.
I suppose that's true. Forgive me. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Are you new in town?
I arrived just a couple days ago.
Oh, in that case, let me welcome you to the town. My husband and I are relatively new here ourselves. My name is Anastasia, by the way. I teach at the quaint little music school down the road.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lisa. I work as an apprentice under the doctor. The church choir here sounds remarkable. The tenor in particular is something else.
Doesn't it?
I must admit, I didn't expect to hear something like that in such a small town.
I couldn't agree more. You have quite an ear for music.
You sound surprised. Do I give off such a bad impression?
Oh no, it's just that I rarely meet anyone I have a lot in common with around here. Not anymore, at least.
A music teacher? That must be so rewarding.
It's true. When I see a spark of passion in a student, especially a child, it does make my day 1,000 times brighter. Do you play an instrument yourself?
I don't, sadly.
Ah, that's a real shame. But trust me, it's never too late to pick up an instrument again.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
I'm sorry, it's time for me to head home. My husband is waiting. I hope.
Who would refuse a stroll on such a nice summer evening?
The tenor that you so precisely placed belongs to Father Mikhail. Father Mikhail has a true gift. His voice is unbelievable. I find it very difficult to listen when he speaks, or agree with anything he says. But when he sings, I just can't help myself.
It is frustrating when you can't deny the talent in a person you don't admire.
Isn't that the truth? So, are you planning to come visit the church yourself?
Honestly, I'm still thinking about it. I had a lot of life changes lately. Not sure if I'm ready for it just yet.
I understand. I've been through a couple of those myself. Think about it, though. It would be nice to see a friendly face when I listen to the choir next time. If I'm completely honest with you, I come there mostly to listen to the choir. The lights are off.
Is something wrong?
Nothing really. My husband. I don't think he's home yet. Well, it was such a pleasure to meet you, Lisa. Would you stop by my school when you have a moment? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Of course. I would like nothing more.
Splendid! We are open from Wednesdays to Saturdays.
I'll make sure to drop by. Have a good night, Anastasia.
Good night, Lisa.
Perched upon a rotting barrow, my eyes survey the fallow field, where once the wheat grew tall and narrow, now crops bestow a paltry yield. The bitter wind turns lakes to stillness, no saplings in the frozen earth. The farmer's wife now writhes with illness as embers die upon the hearth. See how in the forest hollow the firewood it gathers moss, while in the tavern, ripe with sorrow, the farmer drinks to his great loss. Now raise a toast to her, my brother, nature shall we never scorn. Though often a tempestuous mother, we may yet see the summer's dawn.
Bravo!
Thank you. Thank you kindly, dear friends.
I presume you are the famous Evgeny Skvortsov?
I don't know how famous I am, but I certainly am him. And whom do I owe the pleasure?
I'm Lisa, the doctor's new recruit. I was looking around and came in here just in time for the poem. Is that something new?
Enchanté, Lisa. The poem is actually from my old book. I'm having a bit of writer's block recently.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's nothing that a nice drink won't cure.
You know, I happen to have read your poetry book recently.
Have you? I am honored. And what did you think?
It was brilliant. Reminded me of early Byron, so passionate and brave.
Thank you. That's quite a compliment. You do know your poetry.
Don't act too surprised, please.
You're right. My apologies. I think such nice sentiment deserves a toast. Would you do a celebratory vodka shot with me?
Vodka isn't really something I drink nowadays.
You know that nobody actually likes vodka, don't you? It's designed to be terrible, to make you feel terrible. That's why it's a perfect companion for your misery. After all, isn't that why people drink in the first place?
What a compelling pitch.
Advertising is what poets are really made for, isn't it?
I don't see why not. Let's share our misery.
To the art of poetry, may it continue to shape minds and move the human spirit.
Hear, hear.
Whew, that went down easy. Say, Lisa, perhaps you've rescued me from my writer's block. I just might have a stroke of inspiration.
Delightful news, although I'm not sure I can take credit for it.
Nonsense. That's what muses always do, inspire naturally, without even realizing it. Why don't you come back another night? You'll be my first audience and judge.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Well, you know what they say. The break is short between the first and the second shot. I'll go chat with Arben and get some more.
Good night, Evgeny. Be careful with your misery, companion.
Don't worry, Lisa. He and I are good friends.
Local music school. What a magnificent instrument. It seems to have a life of its own. I can imagine it having a wise, graceful personality. I can't believe Anastasia is able to play all those instruments. She's so talented.
Evening, my lady. Goodbye, my lady.
The community board. Let's see. Politics, local events, lifestyle columns. Quite a lot of missing people listings. Interesting. The lights are on. Someone must be at home. That's one messy path. I'd rather wait for it to be tidied up. This must be where Faina lives. Good evening. I'm your new neighbor, Lisa. Thought I'd stop by and say a quick hello.
I know who you are, Lisa. Of course, come have some tea with me. I always brew too much. Eyes bigger than my stomach, I guess.
Yes, please. I could use a little break. Thank you. Oh, it smells heavenly.
It's juniper, my favorite. With a spoonful of honey, nothing beats it. Try some. Tell me what you think.
You weren't kidding. It reminds me of the times my mother would make tea for my brother and me when we were little.
Sounds lovely, dear.
It was. Although, I don't think it was about the tea itself, more about the little plates she poured it in for us instead of cups.
We can certainly arrange that if you'd like.
That's all right, thank you. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'll start missing them even more.
Poor dear. Did the work take you far from home?
Further than I expected, that's for sure. For some reason, I just feel like telling her everything. I should change the subject before I say something I shouldn't. Are you from around here, Faina?
Oh, no, dear. I happened to wander quite a bit before I settled here. Although, I reckon I've stayed in this town longer than you've been alive.
And where have you lived before?
Many places, sweetheart. Oh, far too many places.
Anything I should know about life here?
Let's see. For one, the townsfolk tend to be up quite late around these parts. Sort of a local quirk. They say it goes way back. Not sure how it started, but most places tend to stay open well into the night. I was always a night owl myself, so that never bothered me. But darkness and danger go hand in hand.
Danger?
Lots of temptation, whether you seek it or not. It's like my mother used to say, little dove. Keep your heart open, but your mind sharp.
She sounds like a wise woman.
Oh, she was, dear. Much wiser than I'll ever be, anyway.
Do you live here all by yourself?
I wouldn't say I'm all alone. My plants always keep me company. From time to time, that handsome gentleman in the armchair pays me a visit. And if ever I'm in trouble, I have some lovely neighbours to bother. I'm never alone, not really.
Is that your cat over there? What's his name?
No, I could never tame that one. He's too much of a free spirit. Comes and goes as he pleases. Always a surprise.
How rude of him.
He's so handsome that I don't mind. Never gave him a name, though.
I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Thank you for the tea again. It was delicious.
You're welcome, little dove. Come again soon.
The air in this flat smells different, fresher than in the rest of town. I think it must be the plant's way of paying Faina back for her devotion. Faina's plants are so well kept. She almost treats them like they are her equals. Faina's plants are... No mail for me this time. Faina must be the one that keeps things looking nice around here. I bet Dr. Volkov wouldn't remember to take care of flowers to save his life.
Goodness! Oh! Good evening.
I don't think this clock is working, but it doesn't seem like anybody here cares. Dr. Volkov, may I have a word?
Come in. Welcome, Miss Morozova. Appreciate you coming over straight away. Punctuality is a highly important quality in a doctor. I trust you had a restful night? Or rather, day, I suppose.
I did, thank you. Never thought that sleeping in a coffin would be so comfortable.
Yes, well, we have a lot to cover, don't we? Where would you like to start?
I'd love to start with my medical duties, if you don't mind. You mentioned you might have some tasks for me?
I most certainly do. As of last month, the only other doctor in the area passed away, God rest his soul. Not that he was that much help. Human medicine has always been a step behind. But, I admit, with most of my time spent on new research, the work did start to pile up. There is some administrative and patient work I'd like you to take care of. Is this something you think you can handle?
Certainly. What should I start with?
Do you remember the woman who was here when you arrived?
Faina? Of course. I actually already stopped by her place.
Huh. Went to see the neighbours before talking with me. Quite unorthodox. Anyway, as your first assignment, I'd like you to pay her a home visit and look over the bite spot on her neck. I've observed some curious rashes around tick bites in my time. I don't exactly know if there's a correlation, but best to make sure she's doing well. She lives in our building, so shouldn't be much trouble anyway.
Will do.
Splendid. As for the rest of the tasks, you'll find them all in the journal on my desk. Feel free to borrow my medical bag and use the lab as needed. I myself am particularly proud of my lab's blood testing instruments. I dare say they are far ahead of any mortal medical equipment. To more material matters, your allowance will be distributed gradually as you progress.
Understood. I'll get to it then.
Looking forward to tracking your progress. A doctor's work is never done.
How nice of you to stop by, sweetheart.
I actually came to follow up on your appointment with Dr. Volkov. So, how are you feeling? Any noticeable rashes or discomfort?
Oh, I feel just fine, dear. Thank you for asking. The heat's been getting the best of me lately, though.
Didn't think it was that warm outside. But then again, maybe I just haven't spent enough time in my new body.
Anyway, I say there's no such thing as bad weather. To each their own.
It seems like there's nothing worrisome on your neck. Still, if you notice anything, make sure to let me or the doctor know.
Of course, dear.
Well, seems like everything's in order. Nothing to worry about. I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Have a good night.
Good night, little dove. Thank you for everything.
Too bad I can't eat pastries anymore. At least I can still enjoy the smell.
Anything particular you're looking for?
Anything particular you're looking for?
Fly away now. Ugh, get away from me.
Locked.
Fly away now. Greetings, Lisa.
May I ask how you were turned?
As your sire, I do owe you my story, but I have to warn you, it's a rather gruesome one. Are you sure you'd like to hear it?
After my time in the Countess's basement, I don't think much could shock me.
Well, if you must know. It was a feral that attacked me and my wife at the time, Clara. It struck our carriage one night as we were travelling through the woods coming from a party.
A feral?
A vampire that has been driven mad by their lust for blood.
I didn't realize such creatures existed outside of folklore.
They're a cautionary tale of what can happen to us if one overindulges for years on end. It all happened in the blink of an eye. As I recall, the vehicle turned over and we both tumbled to the dirt. He feasted on Clara first and bled her dry.
So, what happened next?
Well, in any case, his appetite must have somewhat subsided. Still, it wasn't enough for the beast, so he sunk his teeth into my neck. Suddenly, a blind rage overcame me, and I bit off part of his ear. Immortal being or not, I can tell you with certainty he didn't like it one bit.
I can imagine.
That must have snapped him out of his frenzy. He looked around as if just awoken, observed what he'd done, and rapidly retreated. Somehow, I managed to get home by morning, but the nightmare didn't end that night.
You must have swallowed some of his blood when you bit him, and...
Precisely. You must have read about the turning ritual in human folklore. Well done. All kinds of knowledge tends to come in handy from time to time, even silly fairy tales.
So, what happened after you returned?
We'll talk more about this some other time, perhaps. There's much work we must attend to now.
Of course.
Lizaveta?
Dr. Volkov, I have some questions. Well, I was wondering about the vanity.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it was even there. Would you like me to cover it with something? I know some of us don't like to be reminded of our condition that way.
Oh, it's not that. I just wanted to ask who lived there before me. Presumably a human lady?
Oh. Well, if you must know, it used to be my daughter's room.
Your daughter?
Yes, however, it's been vacant for quite some time now. Didn't feel right to have all that space unused, so it's a good thing that it finally serves a purpose. Again. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Doesn't seem like he wants to talk about this now. Maybe I should ask another time. Too bad I can't see my reflection in mirrors anymore. I wonder if I will one day forget my face. Mama? What's wrong, Lisa? Why aren't you asleep? I can't. Would you sing me the lullaby, please? Oh, all right. Let me tuck you back in. Now close your eyes and listen. Hush now, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee, and the light will await you and me. You sing so well, Mommy. Do you think I'll be able to sing like you when I grow up? You can do anything you put your mind to when you grow up. Anything at all. Ooh, really? I hope everyone will like it when I sing too. Of course they will, my sunshine. Now, rest your little eyes. Good night, Mommy. Sweet dreams, my darling.
Lisa. Lisa.
What? What's going on? Why is the window open?
Your soul is mine.
Who is this? Where are you?
Ah! Damn candle.
Hussar? What are you doing here?
I got you, didn't I?
Was this all a prank?
I truly am hilarious, aren't I?
How did you manage to do all this?
Well, I already had your warm invitation, so I helped myself to your room. And then I turned invisible for a hilarious prank.
Turn invisible. We can do that?
Uh-huh. Didn't I tell you?
I think I'd remember it if you did.
Could have sworn I told you. Want to try it now? Just hold your breath and relax. It will come to you. There you go. Where's Lisa? I don't know.
You really can't see me?
I cannot. Otherwise, you wouldn't be invisible, would you? Oh, now that I think about it, that could have been another hilarious jape. Lord only knows what you would be up to thinking you're invisible. What a missed opportunity. Ah!
Now that's a funny jape.
That's just immature. Be careful with this ability. You can only stay invisible for so long before your power starts draining. You have to remember to take breaks in between. Now that we've all had our fun, how are things going with the happy couple?
I met Anastasia and got to know her a little bit.
She sounds like a nice broad. I thought you two might hit it off. Do you think this is who you will use to get the invitation?
Not sure yet. Maybe it's worth talking to them both some more. I met Evgeny and got to know him a little.
Charming fellow, huh? I'm sure you two will hit it off. Do you think this is who you will use to get the invitation?
Not sure yet. Maybe it's worth talking to them both some more. I met Anastasia.
She sounds like a... Do you think...
I don't see why not. We seem to get along.
On a personal note, though, it may not always be better to pick who you like more.
How so?
When it comes to the hunt, it's those who you get close to that get hurt. Just something to consider.
Huh. Seems like you do have a sentimental side after all, don't you?
I just don't want to be the one who comforts you when your poor little heart is broken.
Of course. That must be it.
Anyhow... I suppose my job here is done.
Job? I'm sorry, do they pay you to play tricks on people?
I never thought about it this way. Maybe my line of work isn't so bad. Good luck with the invitation. I'll be rooting for you. Kind of.
Too bad I can't see my reflection in mirrors anymore. I wonder if I will one day forget my face.
What can I do for you tonight? Till next time.
Fly away now. Ugh, go away, you!
Kirill, you beady-eyed scoundrel, give me back my book.
No need to get personal, Evgeny. It was a fair game.
Like hell it was, you cheat. I need it, don't you get it? My life's work is in it. It is my life.
Then why did you wager it?
Son of a bitch.
But like I already told you, I'm not without heart. I'm willing to play for it again whenever you're ready.
What did you do to him?
Excuse me? I did positively nothing. He got inebriated and wanted to play cards. Who am I to reject a man a simple pleasure?
I suppose you're right. In the end, it's his fault.
See, I knew you looked like a reasonable person. Say, if you do want to help him out so much, would you care to play around?
Fine. Let's do this.
Well, thank you kindly.
What are we playing?
Why don't we just play 21? You just tell me when to stop, young lady.
Damn it.
Look on the bright side. Unlucky at cards means lucky in love.
Let's go, Evgeny. We'll deal with this charlatan later.
I love good sportsmanship. Till we meet again.
Are you all right?
Never better. You didn't have to do this, Lisa. Thank you.
That's what friends do.
Friends? do you consider me a friend?
Didn't I tell you? I'm exclusively friends with people whom I get to walk home drunk.
You will be very popular living in these parts.
Evgeny?
Mm-hmm.
You know, my father likes his drink too. He started when my brother and I were very young.
Is that how you learned to take care of drunk people?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
It must have been hard for you.
I try not to think about it.
I should apologize to Anastasia. She doesn't deserve this.
You must be in a lot of pain.
Why do you think that?
My father says that when he drinks, it helps dull the pain.
I feel dull when I'm sober. When I drink, it's to feel something, not the other way around. We're here.
Good. You sound a little better.
I do feel better. Thank you again, Lisa.
You're most welcome.
Would you please come over for tea sometime?
And what would your wife think about that?
Anastasia, I'm sure she'd love to get to know you. Come anytime. If the lights are on, that means we're home.
Thank you for the invitation, Evgeny. I'd like that.
That's great. Now I just need to get my book back.
I can help you with that. I'd love to teach that bastard a lesson.
You are the best. I'd hug you, but I don't want to breathe near you in, my condition.
Let's come up with a plan next time we meet.
Well, I'd better go inside and explain myself to Anastasia. Good night. I can't thank you enough.
Good night, Evgeny. Till next time.
Oh, and, Lisa? I'll make sure you hear that poem. I promise, if it's the last thing I do.
Well, the invitation is received. For better or for worse. The local vodka bar.
Oh!
Lisa, good to speak with you. Have you been well?
As well as can be expected.
A very diplomatic answer, lovely. Would you like to share more over a drink? On the house, of course.
By drink, do you mean?
Up to you. I do pride myself on my Cabernet, but we have plenty of other options.
The Cabernet then, please.
Of course. One moment. Anything in particular you'd like to toast to?
Nothing comes to mind, I'm afraid.
To your good health, then. Now then, have you been settling in well? Is the doctor treating you properly?
Indeed, he is.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Siring comes with such responsibility. I worry sometimes people forget that. And with your entrance at the party. Still, if you ever need advice or a sympathetic ear, you can always come to me.
Thank you. I will.
Oh, another customer. Quite busy in the salon today. Not that I'm complaining. Apologies, Lisa. Best for us to have a proper chat another night when it's a little quieter. Is that all right?
Of course, I understand. I'll see you around. Arbin's clearly a worldly woman. I wonder what brings her to this town. I'll have to ask her next time.
Good evening, sweetheart.
I actually came to follow up on your appointment with Dr. Volkov. So, how are you feeling? Any noticeable rashes or discomfort?
Oh, I feel just fine, dear. Thank you for asking. The heat's been getting the best of me lately, though.
Didn't think it was that warm outside. But then again, maybe I just haven't spent enough time in my new body.
Anyway, I say there's no such thing as bad weather. To each their own.
It seems like there's nothing worrisome on your neck. Still, if you notice anything, make sure to let me or the doctor know.
Of course, dear.
It seems like you do have a mild fever.
Anything I should worry about?
This may be a great opportunity to use Dr. Volkov's experimental lab equipment. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but just in case, let's take a blood sample, shall we?
Whatever you say, Doctor.
Just relax. It will only hurt for a second. Perfect. Now, have some more tea and a nice rest. I'll take this to the laboratory.
Thank you for stopping by, dear.
I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Have a good night.
Good night, little dove. Thank you for everything.
Nice evening, isn't it?
What should I work on today? Too bad I can't see my reflection in mirrors anymore. I wonder if I will one day forget my face.